Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and this is another video about Java Spring. This time we're just going to be doing URL params and queries. So I'm going to create a new project, and we're going to use the Spring initializer again. Hit next. Change it from Java version 8. I don't really care about any of the names. All I really need right now is Spring Web. We'll explore some of these other things later on. Next, we'll call this demo 2 and finish this window. Okay, and just to kind of recap the process, I'm going to go here in the demo, into source code, to main, Java, and then here's our project. Now I want to create a controller so that way we can do routes. So I'm going to right click new package. I'll just call it controller. Okay, controller, and then in that controller we're going to create a new class. I'm just going to call it hello world again. And again, just walking through the process so that way you see the whole thing again. Okay, hello world, and again I want to make this an at controller or something like that. Was it at request rest controller? There we go. At rest controller, and then here I want to do an at request mapping. Okay, and from there we need to do a function, so I'm just going to get back to hello world again. So public string hello world, and hello world is going to equal return hello world and semicolon, and there we go. So there we rebuilt our hello world application, and I'm just going to run the server one more time. So server's getting started. There it pops up. Then I go over here to the browser. Oh, no, I want to refer to that in a second. Localhost 8080. Hello world. Good. Now let's talk about URL params. Now URL params are when you create variables in the URL. And one thing I forgot here is in request mapping I should have done this. We specify the end route. So I'm going to specify the route, and then we're going to put a param of hello. Okay. Why does not like that? Too many characters. Oh, that's right, because I've used single quotes. Bad JavaScript habits. There we go. Hello is the name of the variable. So let's say I want to use the variable instead. I want to return whatever that variable is. Okay. According to this Stack Overflow article, I just want to make sure that I'm looking at it right. I want to basically using this at path variable deal. So let's try that out. At path variable, and at path variable, let's call it string hello. Or I can just first define the variable instead. So I'll do this. At path variable. Just look at the syntax real quickly, and root So I'm going to do it this way. hello var hello equals at path variable, and that's value equals hello, because we're using the same name we use here. So value equals hello. Okay, it does still doesn't like that. Annotations are not allowed here. Okay, I see what it wants me to do. Okay. It wants me to do that as a parameter. So let me cut this out. Cut. Let me just look at this again. I see. Wants me to do it in here. So we put that in there. And that's going to be a string. And we're going to just call that hello. Yep, there we go. Because you're passing it as a parameter into the function. So you're saying, hey, in this function, I want you to go grab the parameter from the URL. Look for the parameter that's labeled hello according to our URL string here. It's a string type, and we're going to call it hello. So in that case, then what I do is I do return. I can do return hello. And there we go. Now we're back in action. So let me restart let's restart the server. Okay, and back to here. If I were to go now slash hello cheese, see, I get hello cheese. It's grabbing that detail from the URL. That's the URL param. Okay, so that's that way of doing it. Now what if I wanted to do this? Add hello world param and then add a query. So query cheese equals Gouda. Okay, so we're gonna add that. Right now it'll run, but just won't do anything with the query. So let's fix that. For that we're gonna use, okay, string some adder. So that's just gonna get passed in according to that. So then I just have to do this, comma, string cheese. Just make sure that I'm reading that right. Path variable, string ID, string some adder. Okay. And that should work. So we'll say hello plus cheese. Okay, so we're going to just add those two strings together. So essentially, if I go back to here, which I think I have to restart the server anyways. So let me go do that real quick. So stop. Okay. But it should take this hello cheese string that we got from the URL, and then look for a cheese property, which is right here, which is Gouda. So it should say hello cheese Gouda when I refresh this. Hello cheese Gouda. So it works. Okay, and that's how you grab URL params and queries. So for queries, you don't really need to specify anything. You just pass it as a parameter, and to grab the URL params, you just do this. Okay, and then that's how you specify it in the URL. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. We'll do some more Java Spring in subsequent videos.